Hello, everyone. Um, to first start off is when I looked back and I looked at my initial post, I talked about art. So, to be honest with you, I didn't even realize that was my first post. But I talked about using art as a tool. So, in saying this, then I decided to research art, and art is much more than a tool. Unfortunately, art with music and recess is one of the cuts that we see in school across the board. That's one of the first to go due to the push for the curriculum. So this saddens me and perplexes me because as I did my research about art, I realized that everything that was said about art, I could relate back to Piaget, to Vygotsky, to Montessori. Basically, it's a natural process, and within that process comes the learning. And so I was very happy to see that everything that I believed in art related back to basic theorists that we studied, their beliefs on creativity and the imagination and learning through play. And through art, it has been proven that the children's imagination is expanded, that they are having fun and they are learning. They are born with that creativity in which builds their passion in life, and thus, hopefully, they become successful adults. Um, but this creativity, unfortunately, we are seeing less and less in children because we are not seeing these subjects such as art and music and play in the schools. And the schools thus are taking away the creativity that the children are born with. Um, the other factor that I wanted to talk about is what I came to further study in reference to art. Um, I what I thought I would bring to my classroom was that we could take art um, and visualize art, study some famous artists, even perhaps bring it to other classrooms globally if we can. When I researched art, I found that over 4 million children have absolutely no art activity whatsoever. Um, so it is definitely something that we have to push as educators. Even if we see arguments against it and administrations um, taking it away, in some aspects we need to put art back in the classroom. We can also take art and scaffold for other subjects, math and language arts. All of that could be used together with art and make it fun for children to learn and play. When I did the research, I just want to read this to you. I did read a little bit about the U.S. Department of Labor. And what the U.S. Department of Labor did publish was an article that education helps develop skills needed for most jobs later in life. Excuse me. Art, art education helps develop skills needed for most jobs later in life. Individuals they become creative. Their thinking is better at problem solving. Their exercise of individual responsibility, social ability, and self-esteem is actually increased. Um, Basically, that's that's what I found in a nutshell. I hope that everybody can appreciate art and what it has to offer, besides just drawing a pretty picture and going home and the parents saying, "Oh, what a pretty picture." Also, as educators, with that thought, we need to, when a child brings home their picture to their parents, we need to talk to their parents that this is more than just a picture. This is a child's work. This um, means more than just looking at it and saying, "Oh, what a pretty picture." Um, So initially, too, what struck me about art and how I could relate it back to Dr. Montessori is because the simple fact that art is a natural process of learning, and just in the fact that it starts with a scribble and it leads to so much more than that. Thanks.